Hey Daniel, do you remember your first day at school?
Oh, definitely. It's one of those days you never forget. I was so nervous I thought I would cry.
Same here. I was only 5, and I clung to my mom's hand like my life depended on it. Everything looked so big and unfamiliar.
I know. I remember walking into the classroom and thinking, what am I doing here? The desks looked huge, and there were so many new faces.
Exactly. I didn't know anyone. I kept looking around hoping someone would talk to me. Did you make a friend that day?
Yeah, actually I did. A boy named Josh sat next to me. He offered me a red crayon when I couldn't find mine, and we've been friends ever since.
That's such a sweet memory. I wish I had made a friend that easily. I was too shy to even speak for the first hour.
It gets easier, though. I remember by lunchtime I had relaxed a bit. The food helped. Do you remember what you had?
Funny enough, I do. They served spaghetti and apple juice. I got spaghetti all over my shirt. That was embarrassing.
Ha, I can imagine. I think I had a sandwich and chocolate milk. It was the highlight of my day back then.
What was your teacher like?
Mrs. Sanders. She was kind but strict. She had this calm voice that made me feel a bit better. She told us a story after lunch, and that's when I started to enjoy the day.
That's great. My teacher was Mr. Graham. He was very cheerful. He played the guitar for us and sang a welcome song. That really broke the ice.
Wow, that sounds fun. No one played music for us. But we did have colorful decorations and drawings on the walls. That helped make the classroom feel more welcoming.
Yes, those little details matter. I remember being fascinated by the posters on the wall, numbers, letters, and animals. It felt like a whole new world.
True. It was also the first time I realized that learning could be fun. We learned how to write our names, and I remember being proud when I got mine right.
Oh yes, I remember that too. I had practiced writing Emma so many times at home. But when I wrote it correctly in school, I felt like I had just won a prize.
That sense of accomplishment was special. Even though we were scared, we also started to discover new things about ourselves.
Like what?
Like how brave we could be. I never thought I could spend a whole day without my parents, but I did it. That made me feel strong.
That's a good point. I also realized I could be more independent. I hung up my bag, ate by myself, and followed instructions, all for the first time.
It was the beginning of a new chapter. A scary one, but also full of possibilities.
I totally agree. Did your parents do anything special before your first day?
Yeah, they gave me a little notebook and said, "You'll write your future in here." I didn't really understand at the time, but I kept that notebook for years.
That's beautiful. My mom packed my favorite snack and put a little note in my lunchbox that said, "You're going to do great." I still have that note in a box at home.
That's such a sweet memory. Our parents really tried to make us feel safe.
Yes, and that made all the difference. I think those small gestures helped me get through the day.
Looking back now, it's funny how scared we were. But it also taught us that every big step begins with fear and then courage.
So true. I think the first day of school teaches kids more than just the alphabet, it teaches them about life.
Absolutely. It's where we learn how to interact with others, how to listen, how to wait our turn, and how to ask questions.
And how to be okay with making mistakes. I remember coloring outside the lines and thinking it was the end of the world.
Ah, yes. And now we realize that's part of learning. No one gets everything right on day one.
Do you remember anything funny that happened that day?
Oh yes. One boy thought the fire alarm was a toy and pulled it. The whole school had to evacuate.
Oh no. That must have been chaotic.
It was, but no one was mad. The teachers used it as a lesson about safety. We even got ice cream afterward to calm us down.
Lucky. I think the funniest thing in my class was when a girl brought her cat in her backpack. She didn't want to leave it at home.
Seriously? That's wild.
Yep. The cat jumped out during reading time and ran around the classroom. The whole class was chasing it, even the teacher.
That sounds like a day you'd never forget.
For sure. But even with all the chaos and fear, it became a memory I now smile about.
Same here. First days are never easy, but they're important. They shape how we approach new situations.
I agree. And now when I face something new, I remind myself that I survived my first day of school, and I came out stronger.
Me too. That experience still gives me confidence today.
So, what are you going to write in your essay about that day?
Probably everything we just talked about: how nervous I was, how I made a new friend, and how I grew that day.
Good idea. I think I'll write about how the day taught me independence and courage.
Looks like we're both going to have some good stories to share.
Definitely. I can't wait to hear yours.
And I can't wait to hear yours. Let's help each other edit them later.